Today, we're going to be exploring all of Everlands here in Palm Bay, so stick around. We are back in Palm Bay and we are checking out a new master plan community called Everlands. Everlands is in Northwest Palm Bay, right off of St. John's Heritage Parkway. This area of Palm Bay is exploding. We're gonna go inside Everlands, check out everything that it has to offer, go over cost of ownership, take a look at the amenities, and even look at some new homes with crazy incentives. Now, if you guys are new here, my name is Joey Guest with Team Real Local, your go-to real estate crew here on the Space Coast and all of Central Florida. We specialize in new construction and relocation to Florida. So if you're thinking about making a move, definitely reach out. We would love to connect with you. I've even got some useful resources down in the description that'll help you kick off your move. Now, if you guys are thinking about buying new construction, you want to take advantage of these crazy incentives we're going to be talking about, make sure you contact us first so you have representation when you go to the builder. Let the builder pay us so you don't have to. And speaking of the builder, I'm going to be joined by my friend Ken Gao with Lennar Homes today. What's up? All right, so we're gonna go check out all of Everlands. You guys have got one of the biggest master plan communities that I've seen in the area right now on the Space Coast. And right now you guys have, what, 3 different neighborhoods that you've built out or in the process of building out here?
That's correct. We had our Edgewood community, which was our proof of concept, 160 homes. Then we grew into our Timbers, active adult, and now we have our Riverwood community.
That's awesome. Well, we're gonna go, let's go check out Edgewood since we're close to that. We're out here ripping the golf cart on the main roads. No holds barred, but Edgewood's gonna be gated, right? Yep. Gated, it has its own amenities in the community itself.
That's correct.
Okay, so you got what, pool?
Pool, cabana to get out of the sun, all lawn care taken care of as part of the HOA.
Okay, so lawn care is also included in Edgewood. Yep. What's the HOA fee looking like in Edgewood itself?
So current HOA, I believe, is about a $245. We've finished that project, so we've handed it over to the homeowners and they take care of that. Okay. And then CDD also in Edgewood? There is a CDD in Edgewood. When we left the community, it was $1,460 as a non-advalarian per year.
Gotcha. Yeah, so if you guys want to break that down on a monthly basis, it's maybe $130 a month. Yep. But nice gated entryway here. I mean, you guys have done a really good job with like the aesthetic in these communities with the landscaping, the cross fencing here. Lots of different exteriors on the homes too. I see you guys have some stonework, kind of have that coastal vibe going on. And we're gonna head up to Riverwood here in just a minute, which is, I know, your big project that you guys are really working on now. But some of the things that you guys are putting in your homes, I think is pretty unique for like a production level builder here in Palm Bay. I mean, you're doing the paver driveways, paver lanais, the impact windows, and that's going to eliminate the need or the requirement for the storm shutters, which is pretty cool.
That's correct.
What else are you guys throwing in these homes that's a little unique?
So some of the things we do differently and sets us apart is we're using quartz countertops throughout the kitchens and carrying over in all bathrooms as an option. Then you see, just like you mentioned, the lanais and paver block driveways, the 9'4" ceilings, the 8-foot doorways. We're really trying to bring that Vieira standard down to Palm Bay and change that stereotype that was initially here. Yeah,
and I think one of the things that, since you brought it up, is price point. You know, like what these homes would cost in a Vieira or even in a West Melbourne compared to what you can get in Palm Bay. We're gonna dig a little bit more into pricing kind of as we go through. But as let's say at a starter level, entry level home, Riverwood's probably the place to be right now, right? As far as the cheapest, most affordable option that you have.
Yeah, the most affordable is definitely Riverwood. We're talking just shy of the 300 on a 1,450 square foot home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So we see a lot of those first-time buyers coming in, looking at those homes.
Yeah, and we're gonna actually go check some of those homes out in person so you guys can see what they look like on the inside. You can see how they're finished. So make sure you stick around for that. Now, Edgewood, the community that we're in now, these are 50-foot home sites, correct?
That's correct, 50 by 125s.
Yep, so when we're talking new construction and we're talking home sites, if you guys watch our videos, if you've seen the channel before, you kind of understand. If you're new here, when we talk about home sites, we're really referring to the width of the home site. And usually what builders do is they're gonna build homes kind of within a certain class and range. So these are gonna be 50-foot wide home sites, which is like your second level or your second tier. So the homes will be a little bit wider, not gonna be as narrow and deep.
That's a fair assessment. And Riverwood, we've expanded on that idea of offering both 50-foot homes or 50-foot lots and 40-foot lots. So we've expanded the initial offering that we had here. both on size of lots and floor plans. We now offer almost 10 floor plans versus Edgewood was 5.
Right. And I think some of the incentives that you guys offer right now are absolutely insane. And I don't want to give the goods up yet. We're gonna talk more about that here in a minute. But like some of the incentives that you guys offer right now are probably the best, if not one of the best, for any production builder in the area. And the affordability that somebody can get one of these homes at is absolutely insane. So we're gonna talk more about that in a minute. But let's head over to Timbers now. Timbers is your new active adult 55 plus lifestyle community. We're gonna head over to Timbers. We'll see you guys there. All right, so this is Timbers. This is your active adult 55 plus. And I would say, you know, if you're looking for that type of product here in Brevard County, usually the biggest name people look at is Del Webb. But I think what you guys have actually built here, from what I've seen, rivals what Del Webb is offering. And the price point is, I think, almost half. You guys have a villa product. You have a like a townhome product too. But these are all single story, so there's no driving through the sprinklers here.
Hey, you said we were getting wild today.
Yeah, we're getting wild. This is unfiltered. This is what you get. This is Timbers live and unfiltered. What is your starting price point here in Timbers?
So our starting price point on our Villa series of home, which is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot, your sub 300 as low as about a 245 on a move-in.
And here's your putting green. This is one of the amenities I think is so cool. You guys have a putting green here. Awesome that we're driving by it right now. Let's keep going about pricing.
We have stacked this community with amenities.
Yeah.
But on pricing, we can go as high as a 550 on a 3-car garage. But our really meat and potatoes are those villas, are those twin homes, and those entry-level single-family homes, or that downsize home of 1,700 square foot.
Yeah, which is great.
Right around 300.
Yeah, so if you're on a fixed income budget and you need affordability, it's hard to be here.
Yep.
We got another one of your putting greens coming up right here. We're getting sprayed by the sprinklers. Whoa, we're getting sprayed by the sprinklers. Look at this. I love this over here. This is the fishing dock. If you buy a home here, you've got to invite me over. I want to go fishing in here with you. You guys have a fishing dock. The water's like crystal emerald blue color, emerald green.
2 fishing ponds.
2 fishing ponds.
That's just one. Yeah,
Okay.
floating piers, and it is going to be stocked with bass and tilapia.
Nice. Okay. So we're back to pricing again. I know that's what everyone cares about. So entry level price point, well under 300,000. Same incentives. Now we're gonna get to the incentives here in a minute, but same incentives that we talked about earlier are available here in Timbers, correct?
Correct. Any move-in ready home, no matter which community for Lennar, is going to have those incentives to help you with interest rates and closing cost assistance.
Okay. And so this is where your amenity center is going. It looks like you guys are about 80 to 90% of the way built out. We're actually going to throw the drone up here so you guys can get a better bird's eye view of what this amenity center offers. But let's run through the amenities and kind of see what everyone gets for the money.
Yep. So for our amenities, we're looking at a full-size resort pool with lap lanes on the bottom, hot tub, gym, theater, cafe, meeting rooms, 8 pickleball courts, 4 tennis courts, 2 bocce ball courts, 2 dog parks, 2 fishing ponds, and a partridge in a pear tree.
There we go. Now, what does all this cost? If you're a homeowner here in Timbers, what's the monthly overhead?
Yeah, and that's always the question. What is it going to cost me, right? So currently we're at an abated rate of $205 per month with all lawn care included, including irrigation and the temporary amenity center. Come June, July of this year, once that full amenity center is open, then we're going to go up to $315 on the same lawn care and irrigation, but now you have that full amenity center with a lifestyle director in place to hold those weekly events.
So that includes the lifestyle director. Awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Let's and what's on the top end of the scale here? If you wanted that, nice, grand 3-car garage home with enough room for the guests when they come over and the grandkids, what are we looking at on the top end here in Timbers?
So our biggest home is our Venice home, a little over 2,900 square foot home, 3-car garage home. You're going to top out probably right around a 575 number.
Fully loaded out.
Fully loaded, bells and whistles to your heart's content.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's head over to Riverwood now. Riverwood is your other newest community. That's where all the hype is right now. That's where all the building's going on. Let's head over there and check that out.
Awesome.
All right, so we're getting to Riverwood. This is that new section we were just talking about. And the road we just crossed over is Emerson.
Yeah.
And what I think is unique, or not unique, but what's special and significant about that's where the new town center is going in. So what are you guys expecting to have in the town center?
So in addition to all this residential growth, you're going to have those businesses that come in that service them. At the intersection of Emerson right now, you're going to have 2 opposing gas stations on opposite corners, along with their plazas. The area is also going to receive a light at Emerson, which some of the residents they're just now testing out, so that's a whole new ball game for them.
Yeah. Well, one of the things too, I mean, we'll throw the drone up so you guys can see this as well. Like if you're not familiar with the area right now, St. John's Heritage Parkway, it's just it's a brand new road, wide open driving. You set the cruise control and then you just go, and it's nothing but farmland, pastures, and everything. And I mean, the landscape's really going to change. We've talked before, if you guys have seen some of the other videos, about how much opportunity there is here. And right now, you know, it looks like a giant neighborhood in the middle of nowhere. But what's coming in the next, I would say, 12 to 24 months is going to really change the game for the area.
You're seeing the whole area exploding along John Heritage Parkway. So it will continue to change every day that you're down here to visit. With new communities, new services, new businesses, from what they say, Five Guys coming to the area.
Okay.
Not official, but we believe they'll be here soon.
Yeah, so it's going to go from, you know, a 15 to maybe 20-minute commute to all the dining and retail to it's really going to be right here in the backyard. And I do think that this area will rival Vieira at some point. It's just a matter of time, and I'll be curious to see what the price points and the values do here once that happens. So let's talk about Riverwood since we're here. I know I kind of teased before, like, how affordable Riverwood is, but I would say, let's say entry-level home is probably the Annapolis. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single-story. I know that's on the 40-foot home sites, but how cheap could somebody get into an Annapolis right now?
If somebody was looking for a move-in ready Annapolis to close within the next 34 or 5 days, let's say, they would be able to secure both the financing, the incentives for it, the interest rate into potentially low 4s, mid 4s, for a home that's under $300,000. Now, there's not a lot of opportunity out there under that 300 mark for those people coming in the market, so we want to make sure that we're servicing that part of the market to get them their first home.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, you could get into this community just under 300,000, and I mean, you kind of already spilled the beans a little bit. Let's talk about the incentives. Let's talk about the incentives. You guys right now have some interest rate promos going on, and I know when you're watching this video, pricing can be different and most likely will be different. Incentives can be different. So that's why we always say reach out to us first to get the most up-to-date and accurate info. But as an example, right now, I mean, you guys have interest rates on FHA and VA at 4.1 something percent.
Yeah. Under 5, 4.5 is usually what we're seeing on the average week to week. And then conventional just over 5. So market rate being around the 6.5, 6.8 some weeks, we're actively countering that market rate to help that buyer.
Yeah, and like, I think we should go inside and take a look at some of these houses so you guys can get a better understanding of what you can actually get. Now, this one right here, this is the Camilla plan, and this is going to be a step up from that Annapolis. But we're going to go inside and check it out, and we'd love for you to join us. Make sure you do that right here. We'll see you there.